You know when they say in Tagalog, it's magaan yung feeling mo sa tao. So when I first met him and our first conversation, it was super light and I was very comfortable talking to him. So maybe it was love at first sight. But yeah, at first sight, I had a crush on him. But he doesn't know that. No, he knows. Yeah, he doesn't know that because I was, like I said, it was pakipot. Yeah.
When did I know when she was the one? When she opened that door from the Cubs game. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I would call it love at first sight. And it was the best thing I did. I dropped her off home and asked her out for coffee. Every time she smiles, she has these dimples that pops up. And nobody has that but her. And that's what got me.
The thing that I really like about Eric is that he's just very transparent, he's just very patient and very friendly and very light to be with. What you see is what you get. That's what I like about Eric. No hiding, no pretensions. That's, yeah.
Well, the ring is very special. I was ring shopping and my parents found out that I was ring shopping, so my mom told me to use my grandma's ring. And I took it and I called my Lola right away and I told her thank you. And I knew that it was going to be a special day.
And I'm looking forward to just see my family and just celebrate with them. And of course, to marry the love of my life. Yay!
It's going to be when we say I do, or we do, at church. And we kiss. It's going to be the best time of my life.
Good job.
Oh my god, that was a lot.
If Eric was a car, he would be a Honda. Wait, hold on. Honda, because he's very friendly and Honda is user friendly.
Gail was a car, would she be a Supra? Because I love Toyota Supras. I loved it since I was little.
If Eric was a car, what would he be?
Honda. Dude's got Hondas, man. Like, you know, the Civic is very memorable. You have plenty of memories in, out, on that Civic.
If Gail was a car, what would she be?
This has me thinking. A Fiat.
Why?
She's like tiny, but like kind of packs a punch. Not like a Mini Cooper kind of type. Wait, go away.
I want to hear it.
You're not part of this.
If Eric was an animal, he would be a dog. And it's the same reason, because he's very friendly. Yeah, he's easy to get along with. Man's best friend. He's everyone's best friend.
Gail was an animal, what would she be? A hamster, because she's so little and cute. She's gonna kill me.
If Eric was an animal, what would he be?
Oh, it's easy. Like Pooh, like Winnie the Pooh. Man, Eric loves his honey. Honey, you know, Gail. That's why. What does Pooh eat? Honey.
If Gail was an animal, what would she be?
A honey badger.
What?
Honey badger don't care. She's gonna tame Eric like, you know.
If he was a brand, he is a... I could compare him to Lululemon. comfortable, airy. Yeah.
She's a brand. If she's a brand, what would she be? LV. She loves LV.
If Eric was a brand, what would he be?
Crocs. That's his first love, like Crocs all the time. Eric and Crocs go hand in hand together.
If Gail was a brand, what would she be?
Balenciaga.
Why?
You know, Balenciaga Crocs collab thing. Have you seen those shoes?
Oh,
Google it.
if Eric was a food, what would he be? If Eric was a food, he's gonna be pancit. Why? There's a lot of ingredients, so it's the same thing with Eric. It's a lot of personality. He can be friendly, he can be a little bit snobbish sometimes, he can be moody, but yeah, pancit.
If Gail was food, she would be elote. Elotes. It's her favorite. It's my favorite too.
If Eric was food, what would he be?
Oh man, what would Eric? What would Eric be if he's food? 554.
What about Gail?
Man, what would Gail be? Next, please.
I met him at Wrigley Field. It was Filipino nights, Filipino night with the Cubs, right? In 2018, and it happened. I went there by myself. I attended to watch the game, and then he was there too with the crew, the antisocial crew. And then it happened that Alice was there too, our friend Alice, and you know, I'm single and he was single too, so Alice was like, hey, why don't you hang out with us? And then I said, what do you think of Eric? Yeah, that's the start. So bottom line, Alice introduced us and hooked us up. Yes.
We met at Wrigley Field. Yeah, it was Filipino night. Watched a baseball game, and that's how we met. Do you need the whole story? Oh my god. We met through mutual friends. Her name is Alice. That's our dear friend. And Gail was there as well. She needed a ride home. So Alice pretty much volunteered herself and all of us to drive Gail home. And Alice said that Gail is single and I'm single, and she told me to drive Gail home. And yeah, drove Gail home, and I asked her out for coffee, and she said yes.
They have different versions to this. Everybody has versions to this. But it was a Cubs game, that's all I know for now. Okay, Cubs game, Filipino night, a Cubs game. And this was because of Alice, Squirrel Alice. That's how they met. That's pretty much it. Cubs game, Squirrel Alice.
But what happened after the Cubs game?
Oh, well, this is the part that gets juicy. So they were wanting to, I think they were trying to get to Eric's car at some point, and they got limited cars. They were hitching a ride in somebody's car. If I'm not mistaken, probably Alice's car, a Camry or something. But according to what I heard, it was kind of packed. Eric obviously had a bigger space in the seat or something, and Gail is smaller obviously, and Gail had nowhere to sit but on Eric's lap. So that's what happened. So pretty much Gail sat on Eric's lap that night.
Do you think it was love at first sight?
You mean love and first lap? Love and first lap dance, I guess. I don't know. I guess so. It worked out. We're here now, so.
Do you think it was love at first sight? This is so weird because I already knew that, you know when they say in Tagalog, it's magaan yung feeling mo sa tao. So when I first met him and our first conversation, it was super light and I was very comfortable talking to him. So maybe it was love at first sight. But yeah, at first sight, I had a crush on him. But he doesn't know that. No, he knows. Yeah, he doesn't know that because I was, like I said, it was pakipot. Yeah.
When did I know when she was the one? When she opened that door from the Cubs game. Yeah. Yeah.
So would you call love at first sight?
Yeah, I would call it love at first sight. And it was the best thing I did. I dropped her off home and asked her out for coffee. And then had our first date at Libertad restaurant.
How did that first date go?
Well, before the first date, I asked her what she liked to eat, and she said she only eats bean sprouts and certain vegetables. And I was like, how the hell are we gonna eat meat? So she just joked, and she said that she eats anything. So, but yeah, I still remember the bean sprouts.
Who liked you first?
Oh, he liked me first. I don't know, but I think, I don't know, but at first I really like him already, but he didn't know that. Now you know. But I was still playing pakipot, you know, I have to. Because that's what my grandma told me, like if you want the guy, if you really want this person, then you have to play a little bit pakipot, so he's gonna pursue you. So I did, and yeah, I think I don't know if he likes me first or I like him first, but who knows?
Who liked who first?
Me. Oh yeah, it's me. Oh yeah, definitely me. And she gave in. Yeah, she gave in. Yeah.
When did you know that it was him?
I think when I found out that he's really into his family, he's a very family man. He prioritized his parents a lot, and then every time we go out, he always thinks of his parents. Like he always say like, oh, can we order another set of food to go for my parents? So that I knew that this is the one. And aside from that, when we started dating, I was really praying to, you know, like give me a sign that if it's him, you know, wag na akong pahirapan. I was so demanding and praying that I really want like a good sign that Eric is for me. And I think God is very generous to give me that sign, because the moment I prayed, I think at that night, same night, he called me and he asked me to like go out. Yeah, so yeah. So I think that's important to listen for God's sign. Yes.
That's
But one thing
lovable.
that I really like about Eric is that he's just very transparent. He's just very patient, and he's just very friendly and very light to be with. Yeah. I think what you see is what you get. That's what I like about Eric. No hiding, no pretensions. Yeah.
What's the one thing that I love about her that people don't know? Is her infectious smile. Every time she smiles, she has these dimples that pops up, and nobody has that but her, and that's what got me. That's a funny quirk that a lot of people know. She always feels like she's taller than everyone, but she's very little.
One thing that really impressed me about Eric is not everybody knows that he prays a lot. He prays a lot, and I think that means a lot for me. It's very important that when you choose a person to be with, is that not godly, but you know, at least you have a common values, so you get along and you have a common goal in raising your family, starting your family, raising your kids. So yeah. Okay, since you mentioned Cody, I want people to know that he's really into animals. He loves animals, especially dogs, because he has Cody. And not just animals, he loves nature in general. So yeah. Oh my goodness. So the proposal, it happened last year, October. It was our anniversary. I was very surprised because I never thought he would do it on that day. I thought he's gonna do it, I don't know, like around my birthday or after I finish school. But so he just asked me to like, oh, you wanna go to Wrigley to eat tacos? I'm like, sure, I'll go. And then so Michelle, texted us that, oh, we have a client that canceled our shoot and they're supposed to fly from wherever, and we're gonna shoot at Wrigley, so we have extra tickets. Do you guys want to go? And I was like, oh, since we're going around the area, then we should take the, it's free tickets, so why not? And so we did. We went with Michelle and Linus, and yeah, he proposed there. It was quick, but I was really shocked. Like, why there? But I didn't realize that because we met there. It was really special because that's the place that we met. So Michelle, Andy, and Linus helped them a lot. Helped him a lot for the proposal, and I think they planned it way ahead of time. But I was really shocked. Had I known, I'd put my manicure, so my I have, at least presentable hands for the engagement picture, proposal pictures. But yes, it was fun. It was very memorable.
How did I propose? Well, originally the plan was to propose to her in front of Wrigley Field at the marquee sign, but Wrigley Field said I couldn't do it, so they told me to do a tour. So I asked one of my good friends, Misha Media, Andy, Michelle, and Linus, and I really appreciate them that they helped me out, and it all worked out, and I proposed Gail at Wrigley Field. Yeah.
No, it's a better story than that.
Well, the ring is very special. I was ring shopping, and my parents found out that I was ring shopping, so my mom told me to use my grandma's ring, and I took it, and I called my Lola right away, and I told her thank you, and I knew that it was going to be a special day for Gail and I. So, but fast track to Wrigley Field. It was a very special moment when my mom gave me my Lola's ring, and save money, but at the same time, it's very, very, very special and means so much. Yeah, really special. Oh my god, it's so nerve-wracking. The whole dating process, funnest memory, just traveling together, traveling everywhere, enjoying each other's company, knowing that we got each other's back through thick and thin, and I feel like that's the most fun part about our relationship. We're very open to each other. Oh man, how did I propose? Okay, so how did I propose to Gail? So I got my Lola's ring that was given by my mom. It was awesome, and I was planning to propose to her on our anniversary on October 10th. Gail had no clue what was going on. She thought I was going to propose to her after her nursing graduation. So I called Misha Media, and so I called Misha Media, I called Andy, Michelle, and Linus, and they were super excited, and they were awesome to help me out with this process, with this proposal. So I told Gail that I wanted to take her out for lunch for our anniversary. Again, she had no clue. I had the ring in my pocket, and I was nervous as hell on how I was gonna do it. So again, Wrigley Field, they said I could not propose in front of the marquee sign. They wouldn't change the sign to "Will you marry me?" They just told me to do the tour. So, and I called Michelle and Linus and Andy, like, how the heck we're gonna do this? How are we gonna make it not obvious so that Gail won't notice that it's gonna be a proposal? So game plan was to do the tour. Michelle, Linus, and Andy said that they're just gonna come in and act like that their clients gave away their Cubs tour tickets for free, and they're gonna have these 2 extra tickets, so that to be free for us. So I told Gail, like, hey, we got these 2 free Cubs tour tickets from Michelle and Linus, and they're gonna meet us. And she's like, yeah, so let's go eat lunch and do the tour. So on that day, on October 10th, again, I was really nervous. I didn't know what was happening. Okay, so we were eating at a Mexican restaurant, just me and Gail. As we were eating, Michelle and Linus joined in with us. And again, I wasn't even focusing on eating. I was just thinking about the ring that's in my pocket. Actually, I wore a light jacket and it was hot that day. And I was just lost with words. I didn't know what I was saying to Gail. I didn't know what I was saying to Michelle, Linus. So I said things that were out of the blue. So I just needed a bathroom break. So went for a bathroom break. Michelle followed me, and she was just letting me know how excited she was, and that if I'm ready to do this, and I'm like, yeah, I'm excited, and I was just getting so much butterflies. So after lunch, it was time for the tour, and the plan was to propose to her at the Ivy. And of course, again, Gail had no clue, and we were just taking pictures, and Michelle and Linus looked at me and they pointed to where they told me to propose, and it was at the Cubs dugout on the field. And you know, as we were going through the tour, and then towards the end, again, I kept checking my ring, making sure it's in my pocket. And finally, once we got on the baseball field, everybody started leaving, and I'm so glad Michelle and Linus were so fast in setting up, and that's when I started to propose to her. And she couldn't believe it because I always joke around with her proposing, and I finally did it. And that was the best moment of my life. And I can't wait to marry her. Getting married.
How did he propose?
How did he propose? Dude, remember, we're like the biggest accessory to this. So, you know, Eric, we've had all these suggestions, right? Like the perfect spot would have been in front of the marquee, would say, Gail, will you marry me? Or marry me, please, because that thing is customizable. But we would have needed to know a guy that knows a guy to put that thing up there. Obviously, couldn't pull that off early enough, so the only option was to do that tour, right? And then they were there. We met at, what's the name of the freaking place across the street? Big Star. And Michelle and I would pretend that we were coming from a shoot and going to another shoot, but here in Wrigley, so we had our cameras with us. Gail was just like, like, okay, they got cameras, yeah, fine. And Eric's here, nervous as hell, wearing a freaking jacket in 80-degree weather, trying to hide this ring. Fine. So we go on a tour, we join the crowd, and then I really don't know what the flow of this tour goes, and the entire time we're there, we're like trying to communicate with each other how to do this. So it was either we do it at the beginning, right? And it wasn't so climactic. We did it at the beginning. And the spot would have been, they say, the part when we go to the other side of the field called the ivy. I was like, what the hell is this ivy thing? I knew there's a wall of grass. I'm like, there's nothing exciting about this ivy thing. And then figured out from the previous groups that were on the tour that the last part would be at the dugout. I was like, you know what? That would be the best option to do it when we were like at the dugout-ish. So we're like going to the dugout area, and here comes Michelle rushing towards try to do it on the freaking grass. And you know, grass is like holy in that spot. Michelle almost got tackled by Bob Ross's cousin. Who's Bob Ross's cousin? It's the security guy. He looked like Bob Ross's cousin with a big fro and all that. So the entire time we're like sitting in a dugout, trying to like elbow whisper on each other, like, okay, how do we go about this? And you know, try to take photos of them. They're like other people. Eventually, like towards the end of it, we're like, okay, we have to do it like now. So everyone's getting shooed away. Like, okay, we're all gonna go. And then Bob Ross's cousin was kicking us out. We're like, dude, just give us like 10 seconds or something. So I went on like full game on mode. So I had my GoPro, situate the GoPro where it would be pointed at them. And then me and Michelle go the other side. We try to mount them there with a, what do we call that? With a big scoreboard in the background. And then there was this like awkward family that was trying to cross, but we we're like trying to mount this scenario here to make it like a surprise, right? And they're like, we had this like, I was like, oh, you go first. No, go first. I'm like, dude, I'm already getting kicked out at the same time. Eventually, we said, hey, you can just go. So you know, they went, and next thing you know, I was gonna direct them to kind of say like, okay, Gail, look the other way, and then I was gonna, what do you call that? I was gonna tell her, okay, do your thing, like kneel or something like that. But then again, it kind of just happened so quickly. But you know, we were ready on the trigger. GoPro set up. Me and Michelle were on one side, aimed at them, and just like keep on clicking. And next thing you know, Eric just knelt. Yeah, Eric just knelt on one knee, holding Gail's hand, and Gail was literally like trying to run away almost. Because you know, we always can do this to them, and they think it's a joke. She probably thought it was a joke, but this time it was like for real. So you know, Eric pulled the ring out of his jacket pocket and showed it to her, and had this little moment going on, and that was it. And you know, people say whoa, and then you're just snapping photos the entire time. It was perfect. Captured my GoPro, captured cameras, and eventually Bob Ross's cousin succeeded in kicking us out, and we all left happily. That was it. It was a good day, successful day. Think so?
I'm really excited to say my vows. I'm really excited to walk down the aisle and see him waiting for me at the end of the altar, and you know, just see the faces of our loved ones. That's what I'm really excited about. Yes. And dancing and partying after, of course.
Anything else? Or what are you most looking forward to for your wedding?
I'm looking forward to see my friends, my family, our loved ones, and it's a lot of work in planning. But I just want to, you know, embrace the journey of planning and just have fun. And I'm looking forward to just see my family and just celebrate with them, and of course to marry the love of my life. Yay!
Wedding, family. I actually heard family, friends. So I can't wait.
Any specific moment of that day?
What's that?
Any specific moment that day?
Any specific moment that day? It's gonna be when we say I do, or we do, at church. And we kiss. That's gonna be the best time of my life.
Good job.
Oh my god, that was a lot.
It's actually good that, you know, it's just between both of us. They're actually like perfect together. I mean, it's been a long time coming, and you know, knowing Eric for a while, and I feel like I missed a friend. Oh, sorry. Yeah. But no. Seriously, I mean, I've never known Gail ever, and then kind of just met her through him, right? And then we know a lot of common friends and this, that. And they're like a perfect fit. They're a perfect fit. So if there's anything Eric has been waiting for his entire life, be like that little girl right there. Oh.
Camera. What is he saying? What are you saying? What's part of the deal? What is happening?
Work up. Let me. Okay.
Wait, Gail, you're not in it.
Okay.
So, her version, his version, don't believe it.
Your version. What was your version?
So what do you guys love most about Linus?
Oh my goodness.
Girl,
Oh my god. Where can we start?
girl.
Where can we start? There's a
Where do we
lot.
start?
Too many to mention.
Okay.
He's an awesome friend that will always be there.
Knox.
Cut.